I'd like to open with a brief timeline to let everyone know what we are dealing with regarding our city employees. As early as June 25th of this year, I began receiving calls from employees of the meter shop on Franklintown Road. These employees had received information that their jobs were going to be contracted out. Employees also informed us that the vehicles they used to perform their duties had been given to another agency. For several months, I repeatedly asked for clarity of this situation. This was a violation of our contract, and I wanted to get to the bottom of this. And for several months,
somebody's using our vehicles happened to all that stuff.
When I finally heard something about the meter shop employees on Franklintown Road, I was only told that these employees should not have been on probation this long. On August the 18th, I requested a labor management meeting. I repeatedly asked if these employees are willing to work even during a pandemic and the revenue generating work is piling up. Why are they not being brought back to work? The supervisors had even requested for the employees to be returned to work, and they were told no. It is my understanding that the supervisors have been doing this work while our members are currently out. In late September, a meeting was scheduled about the workers in the meter shop. This meeting was canceled twice. When finally held in early October, we were told it was more cost-effective for the city to contract out these jobs. I find it hard to believe that contracting to Itron can deliver all of these benefits for the city and cost and efficiency when Itron's core work is littered throughout the city. This is a publicly traded company, and their goal is to make money for its shareholders. How will this save the citizens of Baltimore City and Baltimore County money? Itron was contracted to install meters, but our techs were installing them. The new meters were not providing a reading to generate bills, and when possible, our members would have to go and fix the meters. How can Itron train to put meters in, but then take the jobs away from these employees? How can Itron get another contract if the current meters are not working correctly? If the water infiltrates the meters, they will not read. We have areas that are flood prone, and our techs are constantly going to these areas to get reads from or replace faulty equipment. Please explain to me how that is saving the citizens money. They were not designed for this climate. If Itron is going to be maintaining the meters that the employees have been saying are defective, how is that saving the city money? Our members report to us that the meters were not installed by Itron, but the installation was subcontracted out to two other companies. Then these meters were inaccurately installed by the subcontractor and had to be reinstalled by our members, the city employees. It has also been reported to us that 2,400 meters were not installed by Itron and had to be installed by these employees. These employees had finished installing 1,000 of those 2,400 meters at the time COVID hit, and we still believe to this day that there's roughly 1,000 more or 1,400 more that need to be installed. If the city is so concerned about finances, installing accurate meters that give accurate readings of water bills gives the residents the security in knowing how much to pay for water, and that would generate much needed revenue for the city. I want to close by stressing this: meter operations is not the problem. If the meters were working correctly, they would have not needed to be replaced multiple times over. This is a technology problem, and now the city is looking to turn over the same operations of the water meter system to the same people who brought us the flawed water meter technology. Not only is that ridiculous, but this administration is attempting to paint our workers in a negative light to justify this. After all the times city employees have bailed out Itron and their poorly installed and poorly functioning equipment, I will not stand for it. Our workers will not be demonized. We will not be the scapegoat for any privatization contract that the city is trying to put in place as it ends around the 2018 Charter Amendment. The City Union of Baltimore will not be quiet as the mayor and his administration scapegoat hard-working city employees for questionable no-bid contracts and increase the number of Baltimoreans without a job in the midst of an ongoing global pandemic. We ask for these employees to come back to work. We know how important getting accurate water meter readings are to the citizens, and the best this mayor's administration could offer to our members was to stand back and stand by while they outsource their jobs. If these employees are subjected to this now, who will be next? Who will the city and county consumers answer to if Itron takes over the entire water management and billing system? Most recently, the employees were blindsided by the announcement in the media. We have heard that DPW intends to help find positions for these employees. However, just last week, these employees were told to schedule a meeting with their supervisor in order to report to the work site to retrieve their personal effects that were boxed up from their work trucks. All we hear from the mayor's administration is stand back and stand by, while the outgoing mayor makes decisions that he won't be able to execute fully. This doesn't sound like democracy, nor does it sound like someone who cares about the city workers and city finances. It sounds like the worst of American politics. Thank you.